How did I make Superman? Let's find out. So, as always, I don't quite remember how I made Superman from scratch, but hopefully I'll look at these parts and they'll jog my memory with respect to how I created this character. So let's start with the face. I think the face is fairly simple. I used a picture of Henry Cavill. I just took one half of his face and copied it to the other side because I think there was something wrong with the lighting, and that's how I made his face. I think I probably need to edit the face a little bit more because the shadow under his chin kind of looks like a Hitler mustache, and that's a no-no. Face deformation, though, simple enough. His features are very square. He kind of has a big forehead. Eyebrows are fairly low. And I don't think I did anything else regarding the face. Rarely do I touch any other features outside the ones that I just showed you. His height is 6'1". His weight, specifically here, it's 220. Normally I have it at like 400 pounds just because like people can't lift him up and he's like unaffected by moves. But the reason I think he's 220 pounds here, if I recall correctly, is because I did that segment with Batman versus Superman, and Superman had to be weak because of the kryptonite. So there's some behind-the-scenes knowledge for you. Body customized, type 9 and type 1, and I brought the slider all the way up. Gave Superman a big neck, a broad back, a big chest, a ripped stomach, some bowling ball shoulders, and then I think I gave him some calves. And I think that's it in terms of the body. Next is the attire. Here's a surprise. He actually has two attires. There's one you haven't seen. We'll stick to the Superman attire. So, to give Superman with a cape, I had to exploit a glitch where you can use entrance parts during the match. This glitch is also exploitable in WWE 2K20. However, here's some more behind-the-scenes knowledge. In WWE 2K20, this specific cape is glitched where it'll just go through the character during the match. This is why, for example, in Season 2 of Multiverse Wrestling, I used a different cape of Superman. I had to change up his look because WWE 2K20 was such a disaster. But anyways, I gave him a red cape, and I gave him a Superman logo on his back. Actually, let's go to his hair, actually. Hair is fairly straightforward. It's dark brown. He has that chin piece. Let's look at his eyes first. Gave him those deep blue, dreamy eyes. Face tattoo. Yeah, I just took some that chin piece that he has and took 3 different parts and just kind of put them together so they look like a single continuous piece. Fairly straightforward. Just make it like a Abraham Lincoln beard. Now off to what you all wanted to see, his clothing. His upper body, I gave him a Seth Rollins shirt. And let's see. Oh, yeah. He has an inner shirt. His inner shirt is a Seth Rollins shirt. Let me see if you can see what I'm talking about. There's like actually 2 shirts. Yeah, you see, I removed the shirt with and without the shirt. The reason I had 2 shirts was because this Superman logo, you see, I wouldn't be able to finish the Superman logo without 2 different shirts. So that's why I made 2 shirts. And the bottom shirt is also the red color, so it blends in with the cape. For his actual shirt, I just gave him this generic outfit. So, gave him an outfit and put the logos in the proper areas. I'll zoom in on the character so you can see where the logos are. With respect to the belt, I just took the same pattern and I just repeated it all throughout the character. And just giving you a look at where all the pieces go on the character. Fairly straightforward. The arms are probably going to be the most difficult part. His lower arm, I just gave him some wrist gauntlets. There you go. That's what they look like. That's what you should be looking for in game. And then his lower body, I gave him some boots. I probably should add, I'm not sure if I have enough points yet, but I should probably add a texture over those boots because they have like that texture, that Texas design over them. But you actually don't notice them in game because it's such a nuanced texture. But I think I was able to get away with it without anyone noticing up until now. So those are his boots. And I believe that's it for Superman. Believe it or not, it is not that difficult. We can look at the other Superman now, or his other attire. It's fairly straightforward. I just gave him a suit. Gave him Dudley Boy's glasses. Made that centerpiece of tape black so you couldn't notice it. So now he looks like Clark Kent. Here's his jacket. And then his lower body, gave him some slacks. And then finally, gave him some nice dress shoes. I think I added a leather texture to them or something. And that is it for Superman. Actually, there might be a little bit more. You might want to look at the name information and stuff that I added. Fairly straightforward. It says New York, but obviously during Multiverse Wrestling, I turn off the announcer, so it doesn't really matter what I put as their hometown. My hero, fairly straightforward enough. And maxed out his stats. And then his menu screen pose. For his menu screen pose, I wanted to give him something very powerful looking. This is kind of like the pose he makes during his one of his intros in Injustice. So this is the reason I chose this intro. Anyway, that's one of the reasons I chose this pose, rather. Anyway, that's it for Superman. Next video, where I show you how to create a character, it is going to be my Joker. I'm not sure if you want the Joker from Season 1 of Multiverse Wrestling or if you want Joker from Season 2 of Multiverse Wrestling. Maybe I'll do both. Anyways, folks, if you really enjoyed this video, if you found this helpful, please leave a like, please leave a comment. Recall that the parts for this Superman are made available in my Discord. The link's in the description below, and I will see you later.